and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my what's in my hospital bag video for you guys, and I am filming this not a second too early. I am 38 weeks and 3 days pregnant right now, and so I really wanted to get this video filmed before I accidentally went into labor, and yeah, I really wanted to show you guys what I had in my bag before we actually went to the hospital and I used up some of the things. So yeah, I also just had my 38-week appointment with my midwife today, and I am 3 centimeters dilated, so baby really could be coming at any moment. So like I said, not a minute too early, but I'm really happy to have this video here to share with you guys what I'm planning on bringing to the hospital with me for the birth of my first baby. With that being said, I am a first-time mother, and so I am very, very aware that I likely extremely overpacked, and I am okay with that. I know some people want to bring as little as possible to the hospital. I'm kind of more on the side of I would rather overpack and have a couple extra things that I didn't end up using rather than being in labor and not having the one crucial thing that would make, you know, labor and birth and delivery easier on myself. So I would rather be way overprepared than underprepared, so I'm okay with a little bit of overpacking. So I have everything that I plan on bringing for myself and my baby to show you guys in the video, and I have it all piled up behind me here. We will also be bringing an extra bag for my husband and all his stuff, and he is also responsible for bringing all of our camera equipment and stuff, since I do plan on vlogging the birth, and we also want to take some cute pictures once the baby is born. So we will be bringing some extra things, but I didn't really think that was necessary to share in this video because I more wanted to share what I'm bringing for the actual, you know, birth and labor and delivery. So with that all out of the way, I'm going to start with my hospital bag, and that is this giant guy right here. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to lift it up to pull it forward. Ugh, yeah, this bag is like jam-packed. I can't even close it on top. And yeah, I did buy a new bag specifically to bring to the hospital with me just because my old kind of duffel style bag was just really old and falling apart, and I needed a new one anyways, and so I figured I would treat myself and then I can get rid of my old duffel bag and just use this in the future for like weekend trips and stuff. But I did get this from Target, and I'm not sure if they still have it, but if they do, I'll try and link it in the description box. And again, I'll try and link everything that I mentioned in this video in my description box, but most of the stuff I got off of Amazon, and I already have it pre-linked in my Amazon storefront, so if you see something and you'd like it for yourself, you can definitely check out my Amazon storefront. And like I said, anything that's not there, I'll try and link in the description box. Alright, so I'm going to plop this right here and just kind of pull things out and show you what I decided to bring with me to the hospital. So, the very first thing is a pair of slippers. These are also from Target, but they are Deer Foams. So I think Deer Foams and Target did a collaboration. I have had a pair of Deer Foam slippers before, and they're super comfortable. They have a memory foam bottom, and they're just super soft and cushy. But my slippers were old and getting like holes in the toes and stuff, so I needed a new one for this winter anyways. So I decided to get myself a fresh pair for the hospital. And yeah, so these are for walking around during labor. Most people will recommend either a pair of slippers or some like socks with the no skid bottoms on it, because you are like considered, I think, a fall risk while you're in labor, and they won't let you walk around without something on your feet. So I'm a slippers girl, and so I wanted to bring a pair of slippers with me. Okay, the next thing I have to show you guys is my little like labor kit, I guess. I just used this little makeup bag that I already had to kind of pull together a bunch of things that I thought I would want to use during labor, so that I can just basically have my husband pull this pouch out and I can keep it on that little tabletop that rolls, you know, over your hospital bed or whatever, and I can just have all of these things easily accessible during labor. And these are all just kind of with the idea of making my labor easier and more comfortable. So the first thing I have in here is my jade roller, and I thought it would just be kind of nice. I do tend to overheat easily, and this the jade is nice and cool, and so I thought it might just feel really nice kind of having to rub on, like, you know, my forehead or on my face if I just get really overheated during labor. I don't know if I'll end up actually using it, but like it doesn't take up that much space, and so I thought I would just throw it in here. And you know, like my husband can do it for me if I'm just, you know, I want to lay there, and just a lot of these things are for my husband to kind of use on me to help with pain relief, since I am aiming to do a natural birth. A lot of the techniques when we took our natural birth class focused around, you know, what the husband can do to kind of make me more comfortable. Either way. I also brought a lip balm. This is the Burt's Bees lip balm. Everyone says that you need to bring lip balm because your lips get super dry during labor, and so I popped that in there. I also have two they're not really headbands, but they're kind of like, you know, these type of things to kind of like, you know, pull my hair back from my face to make sure it's not in my face and getting in the way. I brought 2 just because I bought a pack of 5, and I figured better safe than sorry having more than one. I don't know. I also have in here the bra and underwear that I plan to wear during labor. I'll show you, I have a bathrobe that I plan to labor in. I don't really feel comfortable wearing the hospital like gowns. I don't know, just considering how many other women have given birth in those gowns likely and all the yuck that's been all over them, I just wanted to be in my own clothes. But under that, I do plan on wearing a Medela nursing bra, and this is kind of just like the sports bra style one that you can, you know, easily pull to the side for skin to skin or nursing post-birth. It's super stretchy, super comfortable, and I think it'll just be a really good thing to throw on to actually labor in and be comfortable. And so then if I do get warm and hot and I want to take off the bathrobe, it's not a heavy bathrobe, but, you know, I don't know, like I said, I overheat, so I wanted to have something on that I felt kind of comfortable in if I do end up taking off my bathrobe. Anyways, and then in addition to that, I just have a pair of Thinx underwear. Again, they're just super comfy, nice and loose, and not like really restricting, and I figured, I mean, I don't know how much stuff comes out during labor, but I figured it would kind of be nice to have a nice pair of period panties on while I'm in labor. I don't know. Also, I kind of forgot to give this disclaimer at the beginning of this video, but there's likely going to be a little bit of TMI in this video. It's a hospital bag video, and labor tends to be a little TMI, so if you're squeamish or uncomfortable about those things, this might not be the video for you, but I will be talking about some pretty personal things, so just be forewarned. Alright, so next up in here, I brought myself my eye mask as well as a little thing of earplugs that came with the eye mask. I probably won't use these, but like they're the tiniest things ever, so I just threw them in there. But I probably will end up using the eye mask. Since I have been practicing hypnobirthing, one of the, you know, techniques that they teach you is, you know, trying to kind of just block out the outside world. So if I feel like I kind of just want to like zen out a little bit and block out, you know, the light and just kind of the commotion of the labor room, I have an eye mask. Also just for sleeping overnight because, you know, nurses and stuff are coming in and out, the lights are on and off, and so to get, you know, sleep when I can, I might want to have an eye mask. Yeah. I also brought this little roller ball massager. Like I said, my husband and I took a natural birthing techniques class, and one of the main things they had the husbands doing during that class to support the laboring mother is giving her a massage. And so they actually had this exact type of like roller ball massager to use and practice in the class, and it also made it a lot easier for Miles, my husband, to massage me because he didn't actually have to, you know, move his hands as much. And if I'm going to be in labor for a couple of hours and wanting him to kind of, you know, massage my back like the whole time, I don't want his arms getting tired. So yeah, we thought this would be a good thing to have on hand. I also brought my little thing of C-bands that Miles bought me for my first trimester when I was experiencing a lot of nausea, but I figured they would also be good to have during labor because I heard that nausea can be a side effect of going into labor, and so, you know, I might want to use those. I also brought these little like finger massagers. I don't know, they're kind of silly, but they have like little nubs on the end, and so again, for my husband to use if I decide I want kind of more of a concentrated little massage somewhere. I also have this Sensory Therapy by Origin's Peace of Mind on the Spot Relief. And so this is kind of just like a de-stress little serum type of thing. It has essential oils in it, and it's supposed to be really calming, and so I thought this would be a fun, nice thing to have available to me during labor. And finally, I have this little ball. I think it's supposed to have 2, and you're supposed to be able to like roll it around in your palm to kind of, you know, I don't know, to be zen and relaxed. So I don't know if I'm going to end up using this, but I figured I would just kind of throw it in, and it might be just what I need. I don't know. This is probably silly to bring, but I'm bringing it. Alright, next up, I have a couple of bags full of postpartum things that I will need, like, for after I give birth. I have this little, Pampers clutch that came in, like, one of the freebie mom baby samples, like, bags that they give out when you start a registry somewhere. And in here I kind of have filled up, like I said, all of my kind of postpartum necessities. I have 2 different kinds of nipple balm in here because I don't know which I will like better, and they both fit, so I just decided to bring both to the hospital. I have the Boob Ease Organic Nipple Balm and the Earth Mama Organic Nipple Balm, and so yeah, I have both of those to try out and see which one I want to use. I also have the Earth Mama Herbal Perineal Spray, and I have heard lots of mamas raving about this, that this is just the best thing for down there after you give birth to kind of help with, you know, soothing and recovery, and so I wanted to bring that with me. In addition to that, I have the Wish Garden After Ease. This is another thing that I've heard recommended over and over again by mamas here on YouTube, and this is to put in your water or something after you give birth to help with like after birth contractions. So after you give birth, your uterus needs to shrink back down, and so you actually keep contracting while your uterus is kind of getting back to its normal shape or size. And so this is supposed to help with the discomfort of that. I also brought a whole bunch of nursing pads. These I all got for free in more of those baby sample baby registry boxes, and so I just decided to throw them all in. I will regularly be using reusable nursing pads, but I figured in the hospital I'll just use up all my disposable ones so I don't have to come home with a bunch of laundry. However, I did bring 2 sets of reusable nursing pads just in case I really want them all in the hospital. This is a daytime pair and this is a nighttime pair, both by who are these by? I actually forget. I think they're by Boob Ease as well, the same company. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're by, yeah, Bamboobies, that's what it is. Pregnancy brain. These are the Bamboobies reusable nursing pads. So yeah, I brought 2 pairs just in case I feel really strongly for one reason or another that I want to use the reusable ones. I have them, but at this moment I do plan on just using the disposables while I'm in the hospital. And I also have a little tiny sample pack or sample thing of the Boobies Organic Nipple Balm just to use up because I have it. Okay, and then here is my other bag full of postpartum goodies. And this is mostly for kind of down there care and healing and helping with the pain and discomfort of after you've given birth. So yeah, alright. And I'm also aware that the hospital will provide me with a lot of the stuff that I'm bringing. And for some of the products that I'll need, I am okay with using what the hospital provides, but I am pretty choosy with the products that I choose to use on myself and my family, and we like to keep things very clean and you know, as much as we can. So that's why I've decided to bring like my own nipple balm, for example, and a few other things in this bag. I kind of just wanted to have the option of using my own stuff if I didn't want to use what the hospital provided me. But yeah, anyways, like I said, I'm okay with overpacking. So the first thing that I packed, I am actually really excited about, and this is the Frida Mom Washer. And it's basically a fancy peri bottle. After you give birth, it's supposed to kind of sting every time you have to use the restroom, and so they recommend that you put a little bit of warm water into a peri bottle to kind of rinse yourself off, because you're also not going to be able to really wipe with toilet paper. So yeah, the hospital will provide a regular peri bottle, but this design makes it a whole lot easier to kind of spritz yourself off. It just, with the angled tip, it just makes it a whole lot easier. So I definitely wanted to bring this with me to the hospital. I also brought 2 of the, Frida Mom, what are these called? Instant Cold Therapy and Absorbent Pads. Instant Ice Maxi Pads. And so these big guys, I think it's actually, yeah, this isn't even the package. This is the thing, I think. Or are you supposed to open this up? I don't know. Yeah, while pad is still in plastic sleeve, fold it in half until inner bag makes a popping sound. And then you remove it from the plastic sleeve and put it in your underwear. Okay, so basically these are kind of like Frida Mom's version of the ice pack things that they give you in the hospital that you're supposed to put in your underwear to just, you know, numb down there, basically. And I brought 2 of my own. These I probably will just end up using what the hospital provides, but like I said, I just wanted to have the option of using these if I feel strongly about it for one reason or the other. Since I had them at home, I didn't want to be in the hospital being, you know, sitting there wishing, oh, I wish I had brought these with me. So brought 2 of those, but likely won't end up using those. And next I have the super glamorous boutique diapers. I know a lot of moms choose to bring these to the hospital and use them postpartum rather than the disposable underwear. I did use these when I had my miscarriage last fall, and they were just the best things in the world. I really didn't like the disposable underwear that they gave you in the hospital. I just didn't feel like it did a good job of holding things in place, and it wasn't very comfortable. But these, they're just so much more comfortable. It's really super stretchy up here, and it just feels a little more secure, like it's actually holding the pad and stuff in place, and like it's not going to shift around. So yeah, I knew I wanted to bring these with me, and I will probably end up using these instead of whatever the hospital provides, just because yeah, I find it so much more comfortable. So I brought 3 of these. I don't know if I should bring more. I don't know. I think I decided only to bring 3 to the hospital because I do have a bunch of other options. Not a bunch of other options. I have one other option that I'm gonna bring, plus I have the hospital like underwear, so I don't think I will, you know, really need more than 3. So in addition to bringing the diapers, basically, I also brought a pack of the Freedom Moms, their kind of disposable underwear. So one of my friends was sweet enough to actually gift me the Freedom Mom postpartum kind of care kit. And so a bunch of this stuff just came in there, and I figured since I have it, I wanted to bring it to the hospital, again, just in case I wanted it. But I may end up not using some or all of these things until I get home. But yeah, again, like I said, I wanted to have the option, and like I was saying with the diapers, if I run out of those, I have these as an option as well. So I think I should be covered no matter what. But I brought 1 pack of 4 of the Freedom Mom Boy Short disposable underwear. Another thing that came in that same Freedom Mom kit is the perineal healing foam. And I believe you're just supposed to spray this on your pad or your underwear or whatever you have going on down there. And again, it's kind of like the perineal spray by Earth Mama. It's supposed to just help relieve the pain and swelling that you may experience down there. So wanted to have this on hand to try out as well. In addition to the Freedom Mom perineal cooling pad liners. So these are like Tux pads, but instead of having to kind of place, you know, a couple of Tux pads lined up in your underwear, these are actually, you know, long and thin, so you can just place one long liner thing in your underwear. So yeah, it just kind of makes more sense rather than having a couple little different ones. And I believe, again, it's, you know, witch hazel. Yeah, so the active ingredient in both the cooling, the foam, and the liners is witch hazel, so should be nice and soothing. And finally, in this bag, I have a thing of wet wipes, just because I have a feeling that, you know, after you give birth, things are going to be a little, you know, just messy, and you're, you know, postpartum bleeding and just all sorts of glamorous, fun, yucky stuff. And so I just wanted to have some wet wipes on hand, just, you know, if I wanted to kind of feel a little extra clean. So I just packed a pack of the Up and Up cleansing cloths. And again, kind of going through all this stuff, showing you guys, I'm definitely laughing at myself already a little bit with how much I am overpacking. I'm aware it's a lot of unnecessary stuff. I probably really don't need to bring like half of it, but once again, I'd rather just overpack and have what, you know, I may end up need, and yeah. So anyways, moving on. Now we can get into kind of the clothing that I'm bringing. So, oh, well, first of all, actually, I do have this, I guess it's like a scarf. I don't really want to fully unfold it. But what I plan on using this for is I think it's a rebozo, and it's another thing that my husband and I learned in our natural birthing techniques. Basically, you can take a long piece of fabric and wrap it around your belly, and your husband can kind of hold it on both sides to lift up the weight of your belly to kind of, you know, relieve that pressure from your back. And it actually feels really, really good, and it really works to have the weight of the belly kind of lifted off from your spouse. So yeah, I definitely think this will get some use during labor if my belly is just really making my back ache, because I already do have a bad back, and so I can definitely see that happening, and this helping out a lot. Okay, so I showed you guys what underwear I'm planning on laboring in. This is kind of the rest of the outfit that I'm planning on laboring in. I have just a super comfy, stretchy pair of maternity shorts. These are just kind of like, you know, sleep shorts by Motherhood Maternity. And yeah, I just think these will be really nice and comfy and stretchy and not restrictive at all to wear while I am in labor. And then in addition to that, I will be wearing this bathrobe to labor in. It's super soft, super comfortable, super just like, flowy, and yeah, I think this will be a really nice thing to have, thrown on, and it'll be easy to take off if I get too hot. And yeah, I for a while was considering getting myself one of those like, gownies, personalized, not personalized, but like the labor gowns that you can buy. And I just honestly couldn't justify how expensive they were for what they will accomplish. Like, you're gonna wear it once and it's gonna get really messy because you're wearing it during labor. And I just don't have, like, I think they're like $40 or something like that to just throw away on a cute labor gown. So anyways, I think this will get the job done, and yeah, so that's what I plan to wear during labor. And then I have a whole bunch of clothes and stuff for myself after I give birth, because we will likely be in the hospital for at least one day, probably more like 2, after baby girl is born, and so obviously I needed to pack clothes for that. I mostly plan on just kind of hanging out in nightgowns, and so I brought 2 of those for myself. This one by Lamaze, and they're both super soft, super stretchy, and have easy breastfeeding access, so I'm kind of just planning on hanging out in these the whole time I'm in the hospital, just because I don't feel the need to like get dressed if I'm just going to be laying in a hospital bed taking care of my baby. I just want to be comfortable. So yeah, this is the plan for that. I got that one. And then I also got this one off of Amazon, and this is by the brand Macy. But again, it is like super soft and the most comfortable nightgown ever. This one actually has the like pull down nursing clips to a breastfeed rather than the pull to the side style of the Lamaze one. But yeah, so that's my other nightgown option. And in addition to those, I also brought myself a cute little bathrobe to wear post-labor. I am definitely a bathrobe person in the winter. I wear a bathrobe pretty much anytime that I'm at home. And so I wanted to have one just to wear if, I get chilly or something, or just to kind of cover up a little more if for when we have visitors or something. Also, I wanted it for pictures. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted a cute pink bathrobe to take pictures with a baby girl once she's born. And yeah, so I got this one. I believe I got it. Yeah, I got this from Nordstrom Rack, and it is the brand Honeydew, I believe. And it's just this cute light pink, super soft and stretchy bathrobe that I thought would be cute for, first pictures with baby girl once she arrives, because I know, like I said, we're gonna want to take some, cute staged pictures. And then I also brought some more nursing bras. I just bought a 3-pack from Amazon, and this is what they look like. I have it in light pink, nude, and then black, and I just decided to bring all 3 because I don't know if they'll get dirty. I don't know. But these are the clip-down style nursing bras. And again, they're just super comfortable, and they're just kind of like, basic nursing bras that are necessary to have. And so I'll probably have one of these on under my nightgowns, I'm assuming, to hold like nursing pads. I don't know. I just kind of brought everything. I don't really know what I'll need, like I keep saying, but I wanted to have everything that I might need on hand. In addition to that, I brought some more period underwear. These are just some like cheap ones that I found on Amazon. It came in a pack of 3. And yeah, I just figured, again, this is a good thing to have. I might wear one of these home. I might want to wear them in the hospital. I don't really know, but I brought those. And then finally, I have some going home outfit options. I wanted to have 2 with me, because I don't really know how I'll feel. Some women recommend bringing something super loose because you don't want anything, tight and uncomfortable around your belly. Other women recommend the exact opposite and say that something, kind of tight, holding your belly in, feels really good since it's all of a sudden empty without the baby in there, and so having that pressure kind of feels good. And since I obviously don't really know how I'll feel, I wanted to have both options. So the first outfit, I brought a pair of maternity leggings. These are just plain black leggings, and even after you have the baby, you still have a little bit of a belly, and so that's why I obviously brought maternity leggings, because they'll fit me no matter, where my belly is, and I'm hoping that it'll kind of provide that more tight-fitting, secure feeling in case I need that. And to wear with those, I brought myself just a simple tank top, and I also got this shirt because with the buttons down the front, it'll make for really easy access for nursing which obviously is going to be of the utmost importance. And so yeah, and it's also really loose and flowy and comfortable, which is obviously going to be top priority after I give birth. And my other going home outfit, which I kind of really want to wear this one just because it's super cute and I'm just really excited about it, is this maxi dress that I got at Target. And this is what it looks like. It kind of has like a little bit of a collar, but not really. And it has these nice short sleeves. I might throw in some sort of sweater because I'm realizing both of these options are sleeveless and it's getting a little cool around here, so I might need something around my shoulders when we leave the hospital. So that might be something extra that I put in after I film this. But yeah, it's just this super long and loose, flowy maxi dress that I think will be really comfortable if I don't want anything tight and restrictive around my belly. And yeah, like I said, I would prefer to wear this home just because I think it's really cute, but we will see how I feel in the moment. Alright, the last couple of things in my bag is I actually brought a towel from home. Again, I don't really know if this is something that I'll personally need, but I want to kind of have the option in case I do feel strongly about it at the time. About 50% of the hospital bag videos I watch on YouTube say to bring your own towel, and about 50% say it's pointless, just use the hospital towels. So again, like I said, I'm leaning on the side of just bringing it, and if I don't need it, I don't need it. But a lot of people say that the hospital towels are just really small and dingy, and it just feels really nice having a nice big soft towel that you bring from home for that first shower right after birth. Just kind of make yourself feel a little more, normal and comfortable after giving birth. I also brought myself a couple of like laundry bag options because obviously we will be wearing clothes and stuff and things will be getting dirty. I always bring this whenever I travel just to throw dirty clothes in, then when I get home I can just pull the laundry bag out and throw all that stuff right in the wash. So I knew I definitely wanted to bring that to the hospital with me so that when we get home from the hospital, whatever clothes we did use, I can just have right, together, and just it'll make things a whole lot easier for me since, it'll be crazy enough coming home with a newborn. And I also brought just a Target plastic bag. Someone recommended it in a video I watched and I thought it was a good idea just for like if there's anything that's like super dirty and just really needs to be kind of like contained. I can throw it in a plastic bag and I won't worry about it getting on all of my other stuff in my hospital bag. And then finally, I have this little notebook and pen if I need to take any sort of notes during labor. This is another thing that, some people mentioned being useful to bring in your hospital bag, so I just wanted to kind of toss that in there to have for myself. And that finishes up everything that is in my actual hospital bag. I also have this pile of stuff over here that basically would have gone in my hospital bag but didn't really fit, and so I think I'm going to throw it in my husband's bag because he's definitely going to have extra room in his bag. So the first thing, I'm still going back and forth on whether or not to bring this, but again, I figured it couldn't hurt and I think this could be really useful during labor, and that is just a heating pad. I think that could feel really good on my back or something during labor, and so I might just kind of have it thrown in the car and we can bring it in if I really want it. But yeah, I have it kind of just sitting with my labor stuff so we can throw it in the car like I said. I also have my makeup. And I don't know if I'm going to want to put makeup on like while I'm laboring. I will be vlogging it, but I'm pretty comfortable vlogging without makeup, and so I probably won't. But I know I definitely will want to put some makeup on for the pictures that we take after birth. So like I said before, we'll want to take some posed pictures of me and my husband and the baby, me and the baby, and just some really cute hospital pictures. And I know I'm going to want to have makeup on for that, so I packed just kind of like a basic face of makeup. I didn't go crazy, and I actually got ready for this video out of this bag so I could make sure that I had everything that I would want for a decent face of makeup packed away here. And then I have this pile of things, which is mostly like memory keeping, I guess. I have this No Mess Clean Touch ink pad for getting baby's hand and footprints then like without having to actually stamp your baby's hand in a like ink pad and getting it all dirty. So yeah, I'm really excited to give this a try, and I wanted to get baby's hand and footprints for her baby books, which I'll show you in a second because I am bringing those to the hospital. I also have my letterboard, which is actually wrapped up in saran wrap right now because I pre-filled out all the information that I know obviously isn't going to change. So I have her name, I have October, the month and the year that she's going to be born, and then I can just kind of fill in her exact stats after she's born. So I can put in the date, the time, her weight and length, but I wanted to have this kind of pre-set up as much as possible just to make things easy on myself when we're in the hospital. And yeah, like I said, I have it wrapped in saran wrap so the letters don't fall off and get lost on the way. I have both of baby girl's baby books. My husband and I actually decided that it would kind of be fun if we both filled one out. So I picked one from Write to Me. This is The First 5 Years by Write to Me, and I absolutely love their baby books. And this is my husband's baby's first year, and I just think it'd be a really cool thing to kind of have both of our perspectives recorded rather than like just my, experiences written in the baby book, because, I feel like normally the mom kind of fills things out, but I think it'd be really special to also get dad's experiences written down in his own baby book. So yeah, I'm pretty excited that my husband wants to do that as well. And then finally, I have this kind of like portfolio thing. A lot of people say you get a ton of paperwork from the hospital when you're, giving birth, and so it's nice to have a folder or somewhere to put it. So I'm bringing this to put all of my hospital paperwork in there. In addition to that, I'm going to bring a bunch of copies of my birth plan to hand out to doctors and nurses, and so I'm going to have those slipped in here just to bring them with us. And then last thing I packed for myself is this little train case, and this has all of my toiletries and stuff. This is what I always bring on trips with me, and it's usually pre-packed, but I kind of, went through it and made sure it had everything I needed for birth and, no real extras. So I brought myself a washcloth, again, for the same reason as the towel. I might just want my own. I have a toothbrush. I'm not going to pull everything out because I have it pretty nicely organized in here, but I'll kind of go through what I have in here to give you an idea. I have face wipes, contact lens case and solution, some Invisibobble hair ties, face wash and moisturizer, tissues, a mirror for putting on makeup if I don't want to get out of bed to do that, body wash, makeup remover wipes, toothpaste, lip balm, deodorant, floss, some cotton rounds, and then this last little slot right here that is currently empty is for my essential oils. So I will be bringing my diffuser and a couple of roller balls that I have pre-made for labor, and so these are the 2 roller balls that I have. Okay, I had to pause for a bit to charge my camera. I swear, these baby videos have been so long. I try and get through them as succinctly as possible, but I'm also kind of a chatty Cathy when it comes to filming videos, apparently. So, I don't know. But you guys also seem to be enjoying these longer videos. So yeah, anyways, I was talking about the essential oils that I'm planning on using during labor. I do have a diffuser blend already planned out that I plan to just kind of have going throughout the whole thing. And then I have these 2 roller balls in addition to a third one that I plan on bringing and using during labor. One is for pain and kind of contraction support that it has clary sage, peppermint, and frankincense in it. The other one is for more emotional support. It has Stress Away, Valor, and Citrus Fresh. And then finally, I have a frankincense roller that I've actually been using for the last month or so with my perineal massages to help prevent tearing. And so I will also be bringing that to use both while I'm in labor and then in between pushes to, again, hopefully minimize any tearing, because no one wants to tear. In addition to that, I will be bringing actual bottles of essential oils, and I have kind of a list made out to kind of pull into and pack at the last minute, because obviously I will be using the oils between now and going into labor. So yeah, that is what is going to go in this final cube in here. Okay, and finally we can move on to baby's things. So this is the Jujubee BFF diaper bag. And this is what I chose to pack baby girl's hospital stuff in. It just made sense because it's going to be in my diaper bag. First thing I have ready for her is 2 passies over here. Our pediatrician said that it doesn't matter if you introduce a pacifier right away, that won't interfere with breastfeeding. So I just kind of want to have them in case we decide we want to give her one in the hospital. I have both a Avent Soothie and also one of the Nano Bebe pacifiers. I really like the all silicone ones. I also have a passy clip in here, and even if we don't use a passy in the hospital, like I said, this is going to be my diaper bag, so I kind of wanted them packed in here anyways. So yeah, and then I have this cute matching passy pod that attaches to the outside of my diaper bag. Okay, so first I'll go through the front pouch, which is right here. This is technically the mommy pouch, I think is what it's called, but I just have all baby girls things in here because obviously I have my entire hospital bag packed for myself. Okay, so in the front I kind of have smaller items that I don't want to get lost in the big main compartment. So I have 2 bows. These are going to be used for her going home outfits, or just if I want to put a bow on her in the hospital. Probably not. I mainly pack them for going home outfits. I do have 2 options, one for a newborn and one for 0 to 3. I also have this little pink hat, again, if I would rather have a hat on her while we're going home, or just for while we're hanging out in the hospital, because obviously babies need to wear hats when they're brand new. I also have a pair of socks because, like I said, she'll be coming likely in the end of October, and so it's getting chilly around here, and so I wanted to have something to cover up her feet when we head home, because I'm pretty sure both of her going home outfits are like pant bottoms. They don't have the connected footies, so I didn't want her little toes being chilly while we go home, so I brought a pair of socks. I also have the Travel Baby Bum diaper. I have no idea what this is called. It's for applying diaper cream, and I basically just put this in here just because it's going to be stored long term in my diaper bag. I don't think I'll need to put diaper cream on her while we're in the hospital, but I just threw it in here because this is where it's going to live. I also have a thing of the Thieves waterless hand purifier for people to use before holding her in the hospital. I want to make sure everyone is sanitized, and I didn't need a huge thing because I'm pretty sure there's like hospital hand sanitizer available in every room that people can use, but this is probably mostly just for my husband and I. I don't know, I just wanted to have a thing of hand sanitizer in there. I also brought a little nail file in case her nails come out super long and scratchy and I don't want her to, scratch her face. And then finally in this front pouch I have both a washcloth and a thing of soap. Our hospital requires you to let them give baby a bath before you leave the hospital. I'm not super thrilled about that because I would rather just wait until we got home. But they don't let you leave without giving baby a bath, which I think is a little funny. But regardless, I did want to have control over what is used on her, so I brought one of our super soft bamboo baby washcloths, and I brought the Burt's Bees Baby Hard Bar Soap because I definitely don't want them using whatever they use in the hospital. I want a product that I approve of, being used on her skin. So yeah, I brought that to use for her first bath, and that finishes up everything that I have in that little front pouch there. And then moving into the inner portion of the diaper bag, this is kind of what it looks like all packed up. On the top here, I have her 2 going home outfit options. So I have 2 just plain white onesies, one in newborn size and one in 3 months. And this is basically just to layer under the coming home outfits in case it is really chilly and she needs an extra, layer for warmth when we go home. This is her little newborn option. I wanted to keep things super simple and plain for her newborn, or for her coming home outfits. I just think it's super cute. So it's just this little ribbed kind of sweater and pants set, and I think it's just absolutely precious. Then her 3-month coming home outfit, and this will just, obviously depend on how big she is when she's born, which one she'll wear home. But this is her little 3-month option. It has this little jacket with these cute little pants. And this is by Janie and Jack, and I think it's just absolutely precious. It's this light pink quilted material, and yeah, it's super cute. So like I said, I just wanted her going home outfits to be super simple and plain and classic, so I'm really excited no matter which one we get to use. I think they're just so darling. I also have a nice knitted blanket in here for her. And this is kind of a thicker blanket option. While we're in the hospital, I'm probably not really gonna dress her. I'm just gonna have her wrapped in blankets and a diaper unless it's really cold for some reason. So I wanted to have a couple of different blanket options to snuggle her up in. So this is one of the thicker options. And then I also have a thinner option. This is by Kiki Pants, and it is the softest blanket in the freaking world. It's just so soft. I love bamboo baby clothes and blankets, and I'm absolutely obsessed. So I think this is probably what I'm going to swaddle her in for her introduction picture with the letterboard. That is kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. And then I also brought myself a nursing cover. I'm not sure I'm gonna use this while I'm in the hospital. I definitely won't if it's just like me and my husband and the nurses, but if we have visitors and I just feel like I want to cover up, I wanted to have the option, so I just threw my nursing cover, like 5-in-1 multi-cover, in the diaper bag, so I had that in case I wanted to use it. I also have a huge thing of water wipes. I am going to be, like I said, I'm pretty picky about some of the products that I want to use on her skin. And so I definitely I know the hospital will provide me wipes, but I feel strongly about using only water wipes on her, and so I wanted to bring a big pack from home so that we can use these right from birth. And same thing goes for diapers. We will eventually be cloth diapering, but for while we're in the hospital, I just figured it'd be easy, like just use disposables while we're in the hospital so I don't have to worry about, cloth diapering right from the get-go. But once again, I am picky about what we will be using on her skin, and so I didn't want to just rely on the diapers from the hospital. And so my husband and I picked up these 7th generation sensitive skin diapers. I just have found that I really trust the ingredients that 7th generation uses in their products. So I wanted to bring a whole pack of these so that we can use these disposables while we're in the hospital. I packed myself my silicone breast pump. It's essentially exactly the same as the Haka, just a different brand. I think it's called Bumblebee or something like that. But I wanted to have this to collect let down. I don't know if my milk will come in while I'm in the hospital. It probably won't. But if it does, I did want to have this available to collect any extra milk that lets down on the opposite side when I am breastfeeding. So yeah, again, I'd rather have it than not have it. I also brought myself a burp cloth. This is just a cute one by Just One You. It's like the Carter's line at Target, and yeah, I don't know, I thought it'd be a good idea to bring at least one burp cloth. I might throw another one in there, but that's also something that I don't know if I'll really need while in the hospital, but I wanted to have at least one just in case. And the last thing that I packed in here was a couple of different onesies in varying sizes. There's some newborn and 0 to 3 options. Again, like I said, I will likely just be swaddling her in blankets while we're in the hospital, but just in case I feel like I do want to put a onesie on her, I wanted to have some options. So I packed those. And yeah, that finishes up baby girl's hospital bag. Sorry, I'm trying to rush because my camera is telling me it is dying again. But the last 2 things I am bringing with me is these 2 pillows. This is another one of the things that some people say is completely necessary and some people say is absolutely silly. But I don't know, if I'm going to be spending the night in the hospital, I just want to make sure I'm comfortable. And so I brought a pillow for myself and for my husband. And I made sure to buy some non-white pillowcases because from what I've heard is you want to make sure that your pillows can't get confused for hospital pillows and get taken away. So yeah, I'm going to throw these in the car, and again, I might just leave them in the car, but I want to have the option of having them in case like I'm really uncomfortable sleeping in the hospital with the hospital pillows, and yeah, you guys get it. And finally, the last thing I'm bringing is my boppy, and I actually put a cute little cover on it's from Amazon. It's the brand Tilly You. But I just wanted to bring my boppy to the hospital to learn breastfeeding with my boppy, since that is what I'll be using at home, and I just kind of want to get comfortable, with the setup that I'll have at home, if that makes any sense. Again, I'll probably leave that in the car until I need it, and then have, Miles run out and grab it for me. But yeah, that finishes up everything that I'm bringing to the hospital. Once again, I know I keep saying this, but I am well aware that I definitely overpacked. I mean, I definitely don't need all of this, but I would rather have it with me and not need it than, be in the hospital and wish that I had brought something else to make labor and delivery more comfortable for myself. And I figured I'm giving birth. If I want to bring stuff to make me feel comfortable in the hospital, I have that right. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking around till the end if you have made it this far. I hope this video gave you some ideas for your own hospital bag if you are expecting and, getting together a hospital bag of your own. I know I watched a ton of these videos when I was kind of planning out what I wanted to bring to get different ideas. And let me know if you would like to see kind of a what I actually used in my hospital bag video after I give birth, so I can kind of go through and then tell you guys what I actually did and didn't end up using out of all of this stuff. That would definitely be something that I'd be willing to do if you guys would like to see that, so let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if you think there's anything critical that I forgot to pack for myself and need to bring with me. Please leave me a comment because, like I said, baby girl's coming any day. So if there's something that I'm missing, I really want to know, so leave me a comment. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up before my camera dies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe down below. We are officially on Baby Watch, and subscribe to my vlog channel if you want to know right away when baby gets here, because that will probably be the first place on YouTube that I announce her arrival. Other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!